to break a few things. It's going to involve, and I've said this, layoffs, I think, in pretty much every school and college.
Chancellor Blank spoke quite frankly to the Board of Regents Thursday afternoon, explaining how the $300 million cut to the system would lead to a $91 million budget hole for UW-Madison this year. Blank says it's the equivalent of cutting nearly a third of all faculty on campus, more than 1,000 staff positions, or the cost of running 5 entire schools on campus.
With this budget, if you're a really top Wisconsin student, you might be looking a little harder at some of the other really top schools elsewhere in the country.
That's because Blank says the cuts would lead to the elimination of all open faculty positions, as well as less funding for internships, advising opportunities, and financial aid. The cuts would also cause significant layoffs across campus. Blank also says the cuts will likely lead to increased tuition rates, specifically for out-of-state tuition and professional programs like MBAs and doctorates, because UW currently has some of the lowest out-of-state and professional rates in the Big Ten. She warns the cuts will also drive away top researchers, using the example of a medical researcher who turned down a position at the School of Medicine this week because of the governor's recent budget announcement.
I can promise you at UW-Madison, as a result of the headlines of this past week, we are going to have a huge increase in outside offers to our faculty. They will come rating our best faculty.
Today, Governor Walker told reporters he is willing to work with the legislature to decrease the cuts to the UW system, as well as the amount of money for public schools and Wisconsin roads, but only as long as it doesn't affect his plans to cut property taxes.
All right, Gordon, thanks. And Chancellor Blank emailed a letter to UW-Madison alumni today asking them to speak out against the budget cuts by calling on local lawmakers to reduce the proposed cuts. She will also hold a series of community forums to explain the cuts to students and faculty.